guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world to me. So today's video is going to be the start of 4 days 4 looks with this beautiful palette here. So I'm just wondering if you guys can guess which row I'm going to use first. So it just looks like that. She really is a stunner. So can you guess which row I'm going to use first? This one here, so the third row down. So I'm just going to collect my brushes and then we'll go in with it. I'm going to try and use all 5 shades of that row, and then we're going to do 4 days 4 looks with it. So just hang on 1 second. Just needed to find some cleanish brushes. So let's just tuck this hair behind. That one's alright. Okay, so what are we doing? Just trying to figure out what I want to do. I know I want to put lime all over the lid because yeah, that's my shade in a palette, and then obviously this one's going to go on the inner corner. So where am I going to put all these 3 mats? What do I want to start off with first? I think this one's going to go in the outer V and the lash line, and then we'll start off with Leaf and then kind of blend it out with Marigold. I think that's what I want to do. Just want to make sure this brush is clean. So this brush is the Zoeva 227 Luxe Soft Definer, so basically a crease brush. So Leaf. Right, so there is a lot of fallout there. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up, but there is quite a bit of fallout. Never used this palette so far, but I know a lot of my friends have used theirs, and they've created some amazing looks with it, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to do the same. Could do with a smaller mirror than that. Right, let's use one of these Charlotte Tilbury quads. I'm just in the middle of doing my higher end makeup collection, so this will be better for you guys to see as well. Let's bring you closer. I bronzed my nose up way too much. I'm going to have to try and blend that out as well. Right, it seems to be blending out really nicely, guys. So what does everyone think of these palettes? Now, they brought the Earthy Tones one out, and I was so tempted to get it, but I've got 15 green palettes, and I don't feel like I need it if I've got 15 green palettes. I'm going to do a whole video on that actually, and just talk about it, I think. But yeah, I'm not getting that one. I have, however, this one wasn't a popular one, and they're still selling it. I have ordered the Love Notes palette, and I've seen the swatches and they look absolutely amazing. I think it was, no, it wasn't Makeup by Missa, although she did do a video on it. It was a different YouTuber who did the swatches, and she kind of encouraged me to buy it. Not encouraged, her swatches basically sold it to me. I think I put a bit too much green on the brush on this side. Let's take some off and just blend what we've got on the eye. I think tonight I'll definitely be washing some of my makeup brushes. And let's see if we can blend that out with a different brush. Do we have here? This one might do it. So BH Cosmetics 104. And then we're going to go in with this Marigold shade, which is called Marigold. So I'm pretty comfortable with using these she says. I'm pretty comfortable with using these kind of shades. I'm not too sure. Just going to blend that into the grain. It is actually blending it out. I've just gone too high with the entire thing. It's right up to the brow, which I don't normally do, but can you see we're right up to the brow there? Okay, we'll just do that on the other one. I didn't expect it to be as pigmented as it is, that Marigold shade. Okay, let's go in with this more precise brush. It's the Luxe pencil brush by Zoeva, and let's go in with Eucalyptus, this really deep green, and we'll be putting that on the lash line as well as the outer V. I think what I want to do is obviously put it in the outer V, but then like kind of put it through the crease to make it more defined. Almost doing a cut crease. It's actually starting to get warmer now in the UK. I mean, it's not really warm, but it was 12 degrees today, and I'm like, wow, it was 5 degrees last week, so yeah, we're getting a little bit warmer. And speaking of warmth, I was talking to this guy earlier, so we're speaking of dating as well as warmth, and he's actually on holiday in Spain. Why he's on a dating site when he's in Spain? I mean, the women over there are absolutely stunning, aren't they? Why he even wants to waste his time talking to me when he's on a lad's holiday, I don't know. And I actually said, why are you wasting your time talking to me when you're on a lad's holiday and there's stunning girls in Spain? You know, make the most of your holiday. We're looking really green, and I don't know if I like it, guys. If I'm being honest, I'm going to just go back in with some eucalyptus. I don't know if I like that marigold shade right up to the brow like that. As long as it's not patchy, we'll just have to make do with it. Right, let's go in with this brush. So now I'm going to go in with this W7 brush, and we're going to use the nicest one on that row, which is called Lime. And I'm sure this shade is in the Earthy Tones palette, or a shade like it. Oh my gosh. I think that'll go on better with my finger. Let's not be precise. And we're going to put a lot of this on, guys, because you know how I like my eyeshadows to be pigmented. Go in the crease slightly with it. It's very glittery, I would say. It's got some glitter in it. Now that the shimmer's on, I actually like the rest of the eye look, so trust the process. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, for the inner corner shimmer, I want to use Fossil, that one there, which is like a gold, or it looks like a gold, like a more goldy bronze, I would say. It's probably a bit too dark for the inner corners. I'm wondering if I should do something very similar to what I did when I did my pastel roses look. So I went in with a different shade all on the creaser. Yeah, let's try that, because I really like the way that looked. If you haven't seen it, I'll put it in this video somewhere. These shimmers by Beauty Bay are absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how they sell these palettes for £15, and that's why I ordered the Love Notes one. Not for the mattes, for the shimmers. Look at that compared to that side. It just takes it up to another level. Oh, that is so nice. Got an itchy eye there. Oh, I'm really digging this. All that glitter, really digging it. I've already made a really big dent in the shade here. I've got a feeling like once you get started with the shimmers in this palette, it won't take you long to hit pan, and they don't sell this palette anymore, so I probably would, if the Ivory Tones palette is going to be available all the time, I probably will buy it eventually, if I'm using this a lot, that is. So I think that's it. I do want to go in with Snow, this one here. Yeah, I want to go in with Snow, just for the brow bone. And some of these eyeshadows are going to get used 2 or 3 times. And then, oh, I forgot to do something. I'm going to go back into Fossil and put it on the inner corner on the left eye. There's a duochrome in here and I wouldn't mind putting that over the top of it. So this one on the top row, which is called Ray, that's a duochrome. Just want to see what that looks like over the top as an inner corner highlight. Oh my gosh. Right, I'm probably going to ruin this entire look now. I'm just doing a thin layer, just blowing it out under the crease. Not under the crease, under the lower lash line. I don't know if I like that under the lash line, but definitely the lid and then through the crease is real pretty. Where's my mascara? Oh, it's here. So now we're going to go in with the Essence False Lash Princess, or Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect. Yeah, I do still like it. Let's grab a lipstick. Right, so for lipstick I want to use Tangerine Queen, because I think orange will go with green. Let's blend the eyeshadow out now. Guys, I actually really like it. I think the rest of the palette has got huge expectations now. I liked it anyway when I put the green. Oh, I liked it anyway when I put the green lime shade all over the lid. It just took it up a notch when I put the fossil in the crease. I got that idea off a video that I did when I did my Multichrome Monday. It's my last Multichrome Monday. I'm just going to put it in the cards here. One of the Tip Mars Cosmetics Multichromes didn't perform the way I wanted it to. It just made it look that much more special. I know a lot of you guys have commented on it, so thank you so much for watching that video. And this has done the same thing, I think. I feel as though I went too high into the brow bone, especially when I used this Marigold shade. So what I should have done is, when I was using Leaf, I should have actually not took it as high up, I don't think. But now we're going to go in with Eucalyptus. I'm going to put a little bit more of that on the outer V, and then I'm going to take it into, yeah, I'm going to take it into the lash line as well. Use this brush. Put a bit here. I would normally do this before I put my lipstick on. I forgot to do this bit. Right, I've got a little bit on the cheek area here. But guys, I'm absolutely loving this. Green eyeshadow on me normally ends up really smoky, so this is looking a little bit smoky, but I can live with that. I do think it needs a bit of a blend though on the top. It's mainly the left eye. Oh, we'll just leave it like that. Yeah, I do really like it. I think I like the actual crease that we put fossil on more than anything, and the lid shade. But yeah, it's a really nice palette so far. First impressions are really good. I know I was gonna like this row anyway. I feel like I'm gonna like that row. So this row here really reminds me of the Lethal Cosmetics palette I've got. Is it in these palettes here? If it is, I'll show you. So this middle row in the Beauty Bay palette really reminds me of this Lethal Cosmetics. It's called the Roots palette. And it looks like that. Only kind of the blues remind me of it, actually looking at it now. But you could definitely get, if you look at this palette, you could definitely get all the looks out of this palette in this palette. I'm going to do a comparison because that really is looking like a dupe for the Roots palette. It really is. So yeah, we'll do a comparison on that in a video coming really soon. So that's that one. And this is today's look. We're going to be doing 4 days 4 looks, as I said earlier. So this is day 1, look 1. Please let me know which look you like the best, days 1, 2, 3 or 4. And I'll see you tomorrow for days 2, look 2. So today is going to be day 2, look 2, with this beautiful palette here. She really is a beauty. The shimmer formula is second to none. I don't know even who to compare it to. But yeah, I absolutely love the shimmers in this palette. So in yesterday's video, I thought the second row was more of a teal row, but we've got this gorgeous green here called Moss. I can't wait to use that. I thought I would kind of put Breeze in the inner corner. That's more of a teal. and then moss like more on the like middle towards the end of the eye. I think that would look real pretty. So we're going to go in first with mint, which is that one there. I've run my brushes through the colour switch because I've still not got around to cleaning them yet, so I've got quite a few, oh, never mind that, I've got quite a few brushes here. I think I'll just, which one is the smaller one? Do I want to go in with mint first? No, I think I want to go in with forest first, which is the second lightest on that row, and blend it out with mint. Excuse me guys, I've got a real runny nose. Okay, so what brush am I using? I think I'm going to use this pencil brush, you know, by Zoeva, to get it like more precise. Let's bring you in a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so just in with this one here. I think, have I got a small mirror here? I think I put it away. Never mind, we'll just use this. I'm going to try and not go too crazy, like take it too far up. So here is about right, I think. Just trying to blend it out best I can with this. With this pencil brush by Zoeva, it's not the easiest though to do it. I think I need a smaller mirror for you guys. Yeah, these Charlotte Tilbury mirrors are just the perfect size, I think. That's about right. So yesterday I said to my mum when she came, I was halfway through a video, I think it was, and my mum came and I said, do you like my eyeshadow, mum? And she went, oh, you look beautiful. So got the seal approval of my mum. I'm not going to dip into that again. Gone a little bit further up because I was too busy chatting. Right, I'm going to blend it out just with this, I think it's a BH Cosmetics brush. And for once the right eye is better than the left eye in my opinion. Normally the left eye ends up being better. Right, let's put some mint on with this other BH Cosmetics brush. So I'm just going in with that original shade that I said I was going to use. To blend it out. I have got the sniffles something bad. Right, so that's good for that. Then I want to go in with a different brush. I'll just use this one. So this is a smudgy brush, but we'll just use it. I want to go in with Snow in the brow bone. It's a little bit deeper than I would normally go, but it's the lightest shade in the palette. So now then we'll do the Out of 8, and I'm going to go in with this really dark green, which scares me a little bit. That one's called Ivy. I'm not going to go too mad with the shade Ivy though. Just put a little bit of it in. Now I say that all the time, I won't go in too much, but I'm going to try not to. It's like a green blue, so again more like a teal. I'm going to go in with that side of the New Look brush that I've got. And my mum should have arrived right before now, so when she presses my buzzer in a minute, I'll have to go and let her in. I'm half tempted to go in the crease there, but I'm not going to. Might go in just a tiny bit. No, I'll have to go in now to there. And we'll be using this Ivy shade on the lash line as well, I think. Is that about right? Yeah, I've probably gone in a little bit more on the left side, but never mind. Can cover that up anyway. Right, so I need a different brush now. I'm going to go in with this smudgy brush, and first of all I'm going to go in with Moss. That's that one there. I might have to go in with the fingers once I've laid the initial colour down. I just want to see where I want to place it. Yeah, because it's what I'm noticing with this palette, guys, is not as impactful when you put it on with a brush. The shimmers is what I mean. I'm going to go over where we've laid that moss shade in the inner corners. I'm just going to keep it on the outer V there. Yeah, it's not going on well at all with the brush. Right. We'll do it to there, and then we'll put that teal shade, which is called Breeze. So the next shade is going to be called Breeze, and I'm just going to put that in the inner portion of the eye. But let's do the left side first. These shadows though, what I've noticed is they do have quite a bit of glitter in them. So if you're not a fan of glitter in your shimmers, then you're probably not going to like it. But it's not to the point where they're gritty. They're just normal Beauty Bay formula, which is really, really nice. I don't have too many of their palettes. I can't wait for the Love Notes palette to turn up. Yeah, I think even though it's a Valentine's Day palette, we will definitely have to do some looks with that. I will leave that like that, I think. Right, and then I'll turn the brush around and I'll go in with Breeze. So Breeze, I showed you earlier, but I'll show you again, is that one there. Best take that colour off the brush. So leave me a comment if you've got this palette. If you're into greens, you'll most likely have it. I mean, more or less everyone that I've spoken to have said they've got it. But yeah, just let me know if you've got it. It's no longer for sale, and I think that's why they brought the earthy tones out, and the other palettes, I can't even remember what they're called because I don't go in for those vibes, but there's a blue one and there's a purple one and there's a red one as well, isn't there? There she is. Right, sorry about that, guys. So I think it was just at the stage where I'm going to put these two shades on with my fingers, so I'm going to go in with Moss first. Just really buttery. You can see how much more pigmented they are on the finger than on the brush, so hopefully this will be more impactful. That's good. And then we'll go in with Breeze, and again that's more pigmented. That's nice. Back in with Moss. Right, so that's both those shades on. I think I'm going to go in with this shade, which is called Ray. It's the lightest shimmer in the palette, and it's a duochrome, and I really liked that yesterday. So let's go in with that. I'm just going to wipe this brush off. Just put that in the inner corners. It's so beautiful. Quite sheer though compared to the rest of the shimmers. A little bit more on. Okay, then I'm going to go in with this Ivory smudgy brush, and I think I'm going to go in with a mix of Forest and Ivy. So we'll go in with Ivy first and then Forest. So that's that one. This is just another green look, but yesterday's look was lighter. So now then, mascara. Oh, my palette. Can't be having that breaking. Right, so we're going to go in with the Essence Lash Princess. It's just the original one that they do. I'll do 2 coats today and see if we can go for that more false lash effect. and then I've just got to find a lippy that will go with this look. So let me go and check. I'll just wear this one. My lips are feeling a bit dry, so I'm just going to put this one on. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit in the shade Bud Romance. It's quite cool tone, but it is purple, so I don't know how it's going to look. It's very, very pigmented. So that's what that looks like. So this is day 2, look 2. What do you think, guys? I actually quite like this look. Let me know which look you like the best. I know I said that in yesterday's video, but we've got 2 more days with this palette and then we'll be finished with it. So tomorrow I think I'm going to do the blue row. We've already used Ivy. No, sorry, we've already used Ray from there and Snow, but I'm going to be using the entire row tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to be using this red row. I'm really excited for this shimmer. It's called Heat and it's got gold glitters in it, but the rest of the row I'm a little bit nervous about using because reds aren't really me. I mean, I suppose the only shade is this poppy shade that I'm nervous about using in the palette. But everything else, yeah, I'm okay about, I guess. So yeah, this concludes this video and I will see you tomorrow for day 3 look 3. Hey guys, so today is day 3 look 3 with the beautiful Wilderness palette. We're going to be using this top row here, the blues, which is scaring me a little bit. There's only 2 blue mats though, so it might not be too bad. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So we took a break from using the palette just because I wanted to do the St. Patrick's look that I did. That's on the channel now. It's St. Patrick's Day today, so happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm hoping that you got to see that video and I could wish you that before this video. So yeah, we're going to use the blues today, which is a scary colour, but an even scarier colour are these reds. But I was looking at it and if I want, I mean I don't really want to cheat, but if I want to, I could just use these 3 shades here and play it really, really safe. Depends how confident I'm feeling tomorrow, and you'll know that when you see the video. But yeah, let's get into this. I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and go on with this darker shade here. It's called Twilight, and then we'll blend it out with Sky. And then we'll use Ocean on the lid, and then we'll use Ray. I absolutely love this duochrome. We'll use Ray on the inner corners, and in fact I might put this Snow shade all over the lid now just to mute the shades when they go on. I've not got any primer on today. I forgot to put it on and I've just remembered. I'm just not going to do it. So yeah, I'm bringing you closer. Brushes, that'll do for that. Yeah, so let's go in with Snow first with this BH Cosmetics 104 brush. Not done my brows either, so we'll do them in a second. Well, not in a second, after I've done the eyeshadow. Right, so let's go in with this really deep blue. I'm just gonna like kind of dab into it like ever so slightly, and even like just going in ever so slightly is giving me that much pigment. Tiny bit more. I'm not going to run it too far in there because I don't want the kind of black eye effect that I'm always giving myself. And I think that's a deeper shade, so I'm going to run it in the outer V as well. Just take a bit more for the outer V. Yeah, that's not too bad. And the left eye. We'll blend it all out at the end. Yeah, this is pushing me right out of my comfort zone. I don't do blues and reds a lot, so the next 2 days are going to be pushing me out of my comfort zone. But I did want to use the entire palette and give you my thoughts at the end. Okay, let's try and blend it out. I'll use this brush with Sky here. Mute it a little bit. I mean, some people are just really good at doing looks with blue eyeshadow. My friend Naomi, for one. Me personally, I'm not. I think it's because it's out of my comfort zone. I'm going to go in with Snow again. This one here, just for the brow bone. I've hurt my arm, guys. Something chronic just here, like all the way down the centre of the arm, and I don't know how I've done it. I've been trying to rack my brains, and the only thing I can come up with is my sister's got a dog, and I was playing with her. She's only a pup, and well, she's a few months old, and she kind of ran at me, so maybe I pulled it back too quickly to protect myself. I don't know. It's no big deal. I'm sure it will be okay in a few days. I'm just going to blend it out now with this brush. I don't know what the number is, but I'm hoping it's going to mute it a bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. Right, Right, I'm going to go in now with this Zoeva 234 Luxe Shadow Shader. And we're going to go in with Ocean, that one there. We might have to go in with the fingers, but I want to see how it picks up on the brush. Quite well. Yeah, I think it will go on better with the fingers though. And I'm going to put that into the crease a little bit. Yeah, they're full of glitter, guys. If you don't like glitter in your shadows, and I'm not saying like chunky glitter because I don't like that. These ones are like a formula that I've never kind of like used before. I don't even know what even to compare it to. It's absolutely stunning. And I've just got the Love Notes palette as well, so I'll be doing swatches on that soon. I feel like I want to bring the Love Notes palettes out in the next Shop My Stash, which will be in a couple of weeks. And I know it was their Valentine's Day release, but I didn't have it for then. And I don't feel like it's much of a Valentine's Day palette anyway. It's a purple lilac lavender palette. Well, it's not even purple, it's lilac lavender, it's more pastels. Do I like this? I'm not too sure, guys. Not too sure. I'm hoping it will come together somewhere. Right. Okay. Let's put some of this Ray shade down, which I absolutely love because it's a duochrome in the palette. So we're going to put this in the inner corner. I'm going to put it, like I've already done it so it's all the way across my eyelid. I'm going to do it to about halfway. I feel like that'll be good. Yeah, to about there. Takes the focus of the mattes that I've used as well. That level. Yeah, about. Okay, and then we're going to use the Essence Lash Princess mascara. Right, so the mattes aren't looking too bad now. They look blended out pretty good. Yeah, that looks quite good. Phew! Right, and then I've just got an idea for what I want to do for the lash line. So, for the inner portion I want to put Sky down, and then like when we get into the middle I want to do Twilight. I just don't want it really dark on the lash line. And I'm going to use this brush, very very beat up. I just need to take the colour off it. Last time I used it I used green. I'd love to know where my colour switch has gone. I think that's done. Right, so yeah, we're going to go in with Sky first. to about there. Now this one's like itching. Oh my gosh, it's itching. Yeah, to about there. So then take that off. And then we're going to go in with Twilight. So it's just that deeper blue there. Look how pigmented they are. And I want to take that up into a wing. Feel like it's not that great towards this edge. Right, and then I just want to go in with Ocean again, this one here. And then that's just a shade, guys, and we're just gonna pack on as much as we want. If you're following this look with your Wilderness palette as well, you just do you. Yeah, if you're following this look with your palette, you just do you. And also, if you do attempt to do any of these looks with your Wilderness palette, please tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see them. And I'm sure your looks will turn out better than mine anyway. Right, I feel like this eye just needs to be blended out a bit more. I'm happier with the right eye than I am the left, but we'll just leave it like that. I need to grab a lipstick, something neutral. Now Velvet Teddy has got a bit of a pink undertone, but I'm going to use it anyway. No, we'll use something a bit cooler. Right, so this one might work. It's a Deck of Scarlet crayon stick. So let's use this mirror because I think I've put my other mirror somewhere else, but that's the shade there. So let me see if I can tell you what it's called. It's called Mia. I mean, it's dark, but it might work. Right, so we're just going to do the brows really quickly. I think the lipstick does work with this eye look. It's a bit of a contrast, but I really like the way it looks, and I've not used that lipstick in ages, so it gave me the perfect opportunity to use it. So we're just going to run the spoolie through the brows, and then we're just going to put some brow gel on. Like that. And I'm just using this, I think it's Natural Collection. Yeah, it's a tinted brow gel. It's in medium brown. The only thing I don't like about it is the spoolie. It's really thick, so you have to be careful when you're using it. So guys, this is day 3, look 3. So this is the overall look. I really enjoyed it when I put this shade into the crease of the eye. It just really looks nice, and obviously it's in the inner corner as well. I do really like that blue though, that ocean blue. This shade here I don't like as much, but I don't mind the look that I've created today, and I think that's just because I blended it out with that sky shade, which really muted it, and I didn't go in with a lot of twilight in the beginning anyway. I do think it's an absolutely stunner of a palette for £15. I know you can't get it now, so really, you know, it's unfair of me to do these looks, but so I thought maybe if you got the palette you could draw some inspiration from some of my looks. I know that I like to do that. I've recently done a look that Emily's makeup bag did, and I drew my inspiration from her look. I tried to actually do the look that she created actually. That's gonna get ready with me. That will be coming up really soon, so that look will go up before this one does, so you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, tomorrow, Lisa, we're gonna use these reds. Are you excited? But yeah, this is what the blue look looks like. This is for you, Naomi. I know you love blue. Yeah, any feedback you can give me, I'd appreciate. The blend's not too bad, it's just worse on this left eye, I think. I have all kinds of texture going on this left eye, so I always struggle with the blend, or if not the blend, the watery eyes. So yeah, we're going to leave it here for today, and I'll be back tomorrow to do the final look. We'll discuss the palette, we'll discuss if it's worth the money, which it is, and if they bring it back, I would say jump all over it. If you didn't get it on the second release, that's when I got mine, on the second release. They have brought the earthy tones out, and I know for a fact that most of these greens are in that earthy tone palette, and probably the same for the blues and the reds. They probably just want to make a little bit more money in selling different coloured palettes rather than putting it all in one. So yeah, we're going to leave it here. I am super stoked that I did pick this up finally, and I didn't miss it out, because FOMO is real. And also the same for the Love Notes palette. We'll be doing swatches on it. You'll probably see the swatches before you see this video as well, because I like to get them up in real time. I like to get them up as soon as I can. Let's leave the video here for now, and like I said earlier, I'll see you tomorrow for day 4 look for. Hey guys, so we're doing the 4th and final look with the Wilderness palette. I am so scared. There's nothing to be scared of, is there? You know, it washes off. But these two shades in particular scare the hell out of me. So we've got Poppy and we've got Raw. And then we've got Earth. And we've got Sunrise. So we've got reds and we've got browns, well, brown oranges. Just trying to think what I can do with all 4 shades, because it's such a contrast between red and brown. Let's start off with Sunrise. No, let's start off with Earth and blend it out with Sunrise, and then see where we go from there onwards. Oh, here's my colour switch. So Earth, maybe going like halfway with Earth, and then we'll take the red. Should have done it the other way around really. Take the red here somewhere. Let's just go in on the left eye before I start doing crazy things like that. And for me, the red row is the worst row in the palette. But it's like I said just then on the live chat, because my Wild Jaguar palette has gone up now. It's like I said, I want to use all 4 rows, and then I can tell you how I think the palette is. I can give you a review, and that's just me giving you the review. Take it with a pinch of salt. I think I'm going to go in with that side, and then we're going to go in with what? Poppy or Raw? We're going with Poppy, which is that really bright red. Oh my god, look at it. It's not actually looking too bad. Ignore this down here because we're going to be covering that, but that's not actually looking too bad. We might actually be able to get away with this look. Right, let's take that colour off. Let's bring you forward. And now we're going to go in with Sunrise to blend those 2 shades out. I just don't want it looking too muddy. Which has gone up too high, but let's not worry about that. Right, okay, so we was going in with Sunrise, wasn't we? Right, and then I'm going to go in with Raw on the outer V. I'll use the other side of that brush. Right, so that's stopped. So all I've done is put some of this shade Raw on the outer V. Not loving it, guys, I've got to admit, I'm not loving it. I hate red eyeshadow on me. Right, what we'll do, if I can find the brush, use this one. I'm going to go in with Snow. Literally all of my batteries are flat, so I'm going to do what I can. So I was just saying, I'm going to go in with Snow, this one down here, just for the brow bone, and to try and lighten what we've created up here. Right, so we've got one eye done. I'm not too sure if I like it though, guys. So I'm going to show you what I did. Where was we up to on this eye? Let me see what I've done. Needs blending out a bit. Okay, so it's just a case of putting this heat shade all over the lid then. and I used this little brush here just to get it more precise. Right, so what I noticed straight away with this heat shade is it's a lot stiffer. All the other shades are really, really soft, but this one isn't. It's probably because it's red, and red formulas are harder to make. I will spritz the brush. I'm just showing you what I've done. Right, so that was that, and then we got another brush. I think it was this one. And I went in with this shade here, Ray. And you can see just how crumbly it is, how soft it is. And I absolutely love this shade. Guys, it's a duochrome. And what I do is I start off in the inner corner here. And I've done it. I've used this quite a few times, and then just going into the crease with it. Just because I don't want it really, really red. I mean, it's going to be red, but I don't really want it really, really red. I want to do something a bit different with that. I think the line has to be a bit thicker because it is on the right eye. Yeah, that's better. Then I went in with the shade and patted it on. But to be honest, it doesn't really make much difference. I need some setting spray. Yeah, I'm just going to put some of this primer water on. Right, it's a little bit more pigmented. So let's get the mascara on. Just need to do this left eye because I've already done it on the right. Then I'm going in with Poppy on the lash line. Right, and then I'm going in with Raw, winging that out. So I'll grab a lipstick and then we'll talk about the palette, what my thoughts are, what my first impressions are with the palette, and that will conclude the video. I might just wear this one. I need to get some wear out of it. Don't know how it's going to look, but let's try. maybe not the best one I could have chosen. Maybe putting this over the top just to bring it to life a little bit. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Definitely the gloss looks better. So yeah, it's not my favourite look, but it was never going to be. I don't do red. I think red, unless it's like red clothing, I think red eyeshadow especially makes me look washed out. But this palette is a beauty, guys. I don't think these two shades will get a lot of wear here. Probably next time I use this shade, it will be with these other two mattes here. But other than that, it's a beautiful, beautiful palette and worth every penny. So I'm going to use like 13 of the 15 shades in the palette, so it was worth it. My favourite row of eyeshadow of a doubt is this row here. Absolutely love this lime shade. It looks like the shade in... Right, so it looks like the shade in this Glam Shop palette. That shade there, it's called Monstera. So if you're kind of liking this vibe, you probably could get the look, or a similar look, out of this palette. I might see if we can. The only shade that you probably couldn't is this shade down here, which I don't know what it's called because I don't know how to pronounce it. But we'll put it in the video somewhere. But all the other shades, you'd definitely be able to get a similar look, I think. Like this shade here, Buzz, is very, very similar to Ray. Ray's just a little bit darker. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see just how similar they are. Let me know in the comments down below if you think it's a good idea and like the video. And then I know what kind of content you like to see from me. If I don't get enough likes, or what I think are enough likes, then I just won't do it. Because I've said it before and I'll say it again, I just want to film what you want me to film, and this is why I do those polls, just so that you can help me choose my eyeshadow palettes. Absolutely stunning palette. If this was still out for release, I would say grab it. It is worth the money. So these shades down here are definitely in the earthy tones. I think Makeup by Missa did a comparison, and she got quite a lot of those tones in the newer palettes. I'm not going to get that earthy tones just purely because I've got like 15 green eyeshadow palettes and I don't feel like I need it. But I did get the Love Notes palette, and I was swatching that really. The formula of the shimmers are second to none. I think this palette is worth it for the shimmers. So the shimmers, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's almost like a same amount shimmers to matte ratio. So you're getting 8 mattes and then 7 shimmers. It's just real pretty. Let me know your thoughts down below, what you think of this palette. Let me know if you have it in your collection. Let me know if you've used it and you've done looks with it. And yeah, let's have a discussion about it in the comments down below. So this is all 4 looks now. Let me know which look you like the best. This is the red one. I'll just come a bit closer so you can see what a mess I've made. I mean, it's not really bad, but it's not the best look that I've done, I don't think. So yeah, this concludes the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.